leaders sabi fear like this. Una never see anything. All right, my people. Good morning, my amazing people. Good afternoon. Good evening. I greet you all according to your time. I remain your humble girl, Anointed Lady TV. If you are new to this channel, you are highly welcome. And please be part of this family. Subscribe to this channel, not only to subscribe, also put on the notification bell so you'll be getting more updates from this channel. To all my returning subscribers, thank you very much for tuning in, and to my new subscribers, you are highly welcome. Just watch this video. I will be right back.
Let me start by thanking the chairman, Committee on Agriculture of the Senate, himself, a very successful practicing farmer, for inviting me to this budget performance for 2020 and 2021 budget defense. I consider this as a homecoming of some sort, and probably the chairman invited me because of that reason. I once chaired the Committee on Agriculture of the House of Representatives in 2003 when I was a member of the House. And ever since then, I've been a very enthusiast of this sector. I had few engagements with the ministry recently, but let me say this, that this sector, without prejudice to any other, is enough to turn around the fortunes of Nigeria. This agricultural sector. Something that the oil has not been able to do. But why haven't we been able to do so? We need to be very practical and radical. I believe that the way we go will not take us to the El Dorado. But there is every potential, every possibility, and there are so many experts here, that other countries have made it through this sector. Every time we talk about diversification of the Nigerian economy, the first sector they mention, or we mention, is the agriculture sector. So it means this sector needs to be given all the support that is possible, all the support. Oil cannot give jobs to the youth that we have. Only few people, mostly white collar. But we know that this sector can give everybody a job. Everybody, from the president to the last man or woman in the country. Everybody. And it has all the potentials to create the wealth that we need to have a fairly meaningful life for everyone. So we need to apply ourselves fully to operating this sector. And of course, like we all know, government alone cannot make it happen. It's not possible. Government can come up with the necessary and desired policies, but those that will make it happen are in the private sector. And we have a destiny with history. Honorable Minister, you are in charge today And you are lucky to have someone who understands the language. In fact, someone who speaks the language fluently. So we need to put our heads together. How I wish we could provide 50% of the budget to agriculture sector. How I wish we could do that. Because if it were possible, that is one way of taking us as fast as possible. But we can't, because the resources are scarce. These days, because of so many reasons, including lack of sufficient revenue from our oil base, and of course, the IGRs from the MDS is also very little. But I still believe that we need to do better for this sector. Because to do better for the agriculture sector is to do better for Nigerians. And what can be better for a government than to do better for its citizens? We need some resources, but it's not only giving money and resources, but how we apply the resources. There were days when our problem was not money, but how to spend it. Now our problem is money, because we know how to spend it, but we don't have the money. We have grown wiser. But the little that we can marshal, we have to ensure that we use it efficiently and prudently. So I believe that this sector is the mother of all sectors in our economy. I agree totally with Mr. President when he said we should grow what we eat and eat what we grow. I think we have gone so far with that. We have stopped the importation of rice. I think we can do so many more beyond rice, because we have the potentials across the country to grow anything. Is it not time that we start to think of maybe one crop per local government or something like that? Because this idea was mooted before. Do we need to be talking of agriculture only at the federal level? No. Where are the states? Where are the local governments? Because we don't have land. The states and the local governments have the land and the people. So we need to come up with better strategies of engaging everybody, every stakeholder. I would like to, at this point, advise that whatever program we have, and we have so many of them in this sector, so many of them. And when I say in this sector, I don't mean Ministry of Agriculture. There are other agencies that carry out programs that are agriculture based. We need to bring everybody to the table to avoid possible duplication of resources and even maybe working at cross purposes. Because there is a lot of effort everywhere, but maybe they are done in disparate and probably uncoordinated manner. So we need to bring everybody to the table. We once conducted roundtable discussions of this sector, and we came up with some far-reaching resolutions that we felt could make positive difference in the agriculture sector. I believe that we should continue to push that, that we bring everybody together, we should understand what everybody is doing, so that somebody does not repeat what another person is doing, to maximize the application of our scarce resources. I believe that the gentleman here, and unfortunately there is no lady on this committee, or I can't see one, but, sorry? Okay. They are very close by. I believe that we need to not only look at what we did in 2020, but approach the 2021 in a very practical way. Recently, we had some of our youth protesting. Some of them very genuinely. They were seeking the attention of leaders, and they got the attention of leaders. So our budget, especially for 2021, should be mindful of what we do to provide employment opportunities for this youth. They demonstrated, they protested because they could do so. There are so many other people who may not be youthful, but are also in the same need. And they didn't protest. Let's meet them where they are. We don't have to wait until they also start to grumble or protest. We should be proactive, we should reach them, and they are in the rural areas, most of them. So we should meet them there, give them what we can and what they need to some extent within the purview of our resources, and keep them there to lead a productive life. And that's the only way that we can make a difference in the lives of the people. And for us elected people, we are going to be accountable. If we escape this one, the other one is inescapable. And I'm sure people, we know what I'm saying. So we do our best. And I'm convinced that this committee has what it takes to work with Ministry of Agriculture and the entire sector. Because they are practicing farmers, the chairman himself, not only practicing, he was at one time the chairman of Farmers Association of Nigeria. Is it FAN? AFAN. Association of Farmers, is it in Nigeria? Or? Okay, he was at the top. Then he is practicing. Still on this committee, I know of one or two. Huh? Yes, I was coming to that. Who was in the agricultural research sector and therefore understands. In fact, he creates the language sometimes, not only understand it. So we have people with diverse experience that you can work with. So 2021 budget, Mr. Chairman, should not be just the kind of budget that we would do and say the ministry should go and work on it. It should be specific type of application of resources. For every program, how many youth or how many people are going to be given opportunities? And not theory. Not theory. It should be practical thing. If you tell me you have 5 million farmers, let there be 5 million farmers on ground. Because people have these funny things of showing graphs and they say they captured this, they captured that, and before you know it, they say they have done so much work. And yet, when you go out to the real people, they will tell you they have never heard about this. And the resources would have been drained. So we need to target at our people, particularly the youth, because this ministry, this sector, is the one that can help this administration mop up the potential mob we have all over. And I wish you the best in your defense of the 2021 appropriation, and of course in the performance, because the performance of 2021 and 2020 will shape to some extent how the 2021 budget will look like. I am aware that this year's budget performance generally is higher than the previous budget performances. And the reason is simple. It's one, we were able to pass the budget in time. That was before the end of December 2019. And therefore, the commencement of the implementation from January this year has given government the leverage to perform better. We intend to maintain this cycle because this is the least that we can do to ensure that this administration is able to perform, to handle all those campaign promises we made to the Nigerian citizens. But we are bipartisan. Some of our colleagues here are not APC. In fact, many are not. But we have seen why we need to be non-partisan when the crisis started. Because they will not look at your shop and say, okay, this is APC shop, we ban it. This is PDP opposition, no, leave it. They will ban everything. If it's beating people, they will beat everybody. So it means all of us are supposed to be in this together. With this, I want to thank you most sincerely, and it is my privilege to declare this budget defense for 2021 appropriation open, to the glory of God.
Thank you very much for watching to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to give this video a huge thumb up, like this video, leave your comments below, and also share. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly hit that red button where they wrote subscribe and put on the notification bell so you'll be getting more updates from this channel. As you all know, I remain my humble self, Anointed Lady TV. Until I come your way again, I love you all and remain blessed. Bye bye.